Hey guys, if you haven't heard about the Reesa Teesa story, spoiler alert.
Ben, wake
Oh
up.
my God.
Wake up.
You sleeping?
I need social security numbers. Offshore accounts. Do you have offshore accounts?
What?
High school records. All calls will be made on speakerphone. I want names of ex-girlfriends. Do they have children? Okay, you said you was homeschooled, but I need proof of
Amber,
schooling.
you met my
I
family.
need proof of schooling. Anybody you have come in contact with. We're gonna get a camera installed out back. Where is your grandma buried? Because the lies have to stop somewhere. Is this even your child?
What?
Hey you guys, welcome back to Burgundy Blue Commentary. That is so hilarious. This creator, if you didn't know, please follow her. But if you didn't know, she was talking about this viral story time by a creator named Reesa Teesa. Now, this has been a 50 part, each part 10 minutes. That's 500 minutes. Like, what is that, 8 hours? This girl gave amazing content. Like, this was a full series, you know what I mean? And so she's talking about how she met this guy pre-pandemic, but 2 weeks before pre-pandemic. You guys, is crazy. So Reesa is giving us a story time called Who the F Did I Marry? And you guys, she started off as a small creator. Now look at her, over 1 million followers. When I started in the story, she wasn't even at 100K followers, and just to see how it's grown, it's been crazy. I wanted to post a story time over here, but I wanted to give her time because, you know, as creators, you want to make sure that the people content is linked to them. And I'm so glad that everybody's been so supportive of Reesa Teesa. Now, you guys, if you didn't know, she met this guy, right? I'm gonna give you a small breakdown. She met this guy 2.5 weeks before Georgia was locked down, and she moved in with him. Red flags, right? So she walks us through the story time from 2020 when she met him to 2021, like a later in 2021, a year and a half, she got married. You guys, she moved in with the guy 2.5 weeks later. So she met him on 2 different websites, fell in love. They said they're going to quarantine together. So he moved in with her in her 3-bedroom townhome. She got pregnant, lost the baby, unfortunately, but she says fortunately she did. Got married and got divorced all in a year and a half. And the reason she said fortunate, she's happy that she didn't go through with the pregnancy, or that, you know, God didn't let her keep the pregnancy, was because she found out her husband was a pathological liar. You guys, he lied about everything, like simple things. And I think the hardest part was that he wasted a lot of Reesa Teesa's time. So she admits in the story early on that she did not want to quarantine alone. But before that, like, her tire blew, right? So he met her, fixed her tire. And you know, y'all, you ever been in a situation where you find out chivalry isn't dead? That is kind of a turn on. You be like, oh, okay. They went to the Cheesecake Factory. They held hands. They talked all night. And she got butterflies. And she said, you know, at that time, she was desperate. Okay? I mean, a lot of people can relate, like, but this is a cautionary tale to be careful, because when you're vulnerable, some people can prey against you, okay? And I mean PREY. So, you guys, the guy told her he was like this huge VP at a condiment company. He was paying all the bills, so she was feeling secure. He took her on an excursion to go look at houses because he got this $750,000 pre-approval letter. You guys have to watch the series. I linked it below. But long story short, he was making cash offers on the houses and didn't have the cash. He was telling her about offshore accounts. He lied about his grandmother being, when she died. Sorry, guys, got the hiccups. So, like, Reesa, he lied about his grandmother and when she died. And he lied about his family structure, didn't tell her he had a twin, lied about previous marriages, lied about funds, lied about paying his car off. He lied about so much. And on top of that, we had a sprinkle of infidelity in there. But Reesa wasn't even mad about the infidelity more than the time wasted and the lies told. This man was acting like he was talking to somebody else on the phone, but he was just talking to himself. Y'all, you gotta watch the story. But anyway, I want to talk about today. It was one thing that really broke Reesa's heart that Legion, that's her ex-husband in the Who the F Did I Marry series. And that is, she came home one day and she saw this portfolio on a table, and it was a trip to Paris and London, right? And she had been wanting to go to London since she was in high school. And he said, I'm gonna take you. He had the itinerary printed out, he had it all planned. Now, he didn't buy anything, he just said, I'm gonna take you. So she actually got excited, right? He lied to her. Of course, she never went, and she had this dream. Well, like TikTok and social media does, she had her Cash App posted, and someone decided to take donations, things of that nature. But creators came out the woodwork and said, hey, I want to pay for your trip to London. They wanted to make it right.
I will one day get to London.
Yes, you will. So let's get you to London. I want to personally fly you round trip to London as well as Paris, because I know you said that you would like to go to both. So let's get you a round trip flight from Atlanta. I think you're in Atlanta to London, and then you can go from London to Paris, completely on me. It doesn't have to be like right now. If you're not prepared to go like this year, it can be next year, whenever it is. Completely on me. You overly deserve a trip to London and Paris. So whenever you would like to go, do not worry about your flight. Completely on me. Just like the entire TikTok, I have been engulfed in your story time for the last like 2 days. It's gotten me through my work day, actually. So yeah, I would love to send you to London. Like, it would actually be a pleasure. So please let me know. And also, I will delete this video after it gets to you. I did comment, but I know you got so many comments, so I'm sure that you missed it. But I wanted to personally tell you, I am personally invested in getting you to London and Paris. So again, let me know when you see this. If you see this video, tag Reesa, because we got to get my girl to London and Paris, because she deserves it. She deserves it.
Guys, can you just do me a favor? Will you tag Reesa Teesa here, because I want to send her to London just on my own personal time. I was so intrigued by her story. My husband and I sat there on the sofa mirroring the TikToks on the television just so we could watch this. And I feel like we connected. We're besties, and I would love to send her to London on my own dime. I will treat her and her girlfriend to a wonderful experience, because I think she deserves it, and she has shared so much of her life with all of us, such a big moment in her life. So I want to treat her. I know I've seen people saying that they want to like crowd fund and do all that stuff. You guys, I'm just going to send her. I love her. I'm obsessed. So tag her. I try to send her some messages. I'm sure that she's getting so many messages. There are no strings attached. I just want to treat her.
Part 52 of why the I'm kidding. Don't worry. But guess what, guys? I'm going to London and Paris. I'm so excited. It is official. I get to go to London and Paris, the two cities I have been wanting to go to since I was in high school. And you guys, I'm going to make the most of this trip. I want to see Westminster Abbey. I want to see the Tower of London. I want to see Buckingham Palace. What up, Charles? I'm trying to see it all. Then I'm trying to catch a flight over to Paris, or should I take a train? I want to see the Eiffel Tower. I want to see the Palace of Versailles, the Hall of Mirrors. I want to see the Louvre. I want to eat an eclair at a nice French cafe. I want to experience everything. But here's the thing. Where should I stay? What places should I visit? What places should I eat at? So if you've ever been to London or Paris, or if you live there, please put in the comments your suggestions, because again, I want to do this trip right. And before you guys even ask, of course I'm taking you with me. Of course I'm going to document everything and do a series on it. Now, don't worry, it won't be 50 parts, but what it will be is entertaining, and it will be thorough, and you know it'll be detailed and descriptive. So I just need your help. I need your suggestions. Where do you suggest that I go when I go to London, when I go to Paris? How do you suggest I get around? Should I take the metro? Should I get an Oyster card? Like, all of these things I really want to know. Why? Because it's time to plan and prepare for hashtag Reesa in Europe. So excited. You can't tell me nothing. I'm about to order some new hair. I'm about to get a new outfit or two. I'm about to go into Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport looking fly me Delta Airlines. I don't know if I'm gonna get first class, but I will try for comfort. But it's okay, because I'm so excited to do this. I'm so excited I get the opportunity to go. And you know, now that I think about it, I want to see where Marie Antoinette was executed, because I'm pretty sure that just before she was executed, she thought to herself, damn, I shouldn't have married that man. I get it, Marie. I get it. So put it in your comments. Where should we go? Hashtag Reesa in Europe.
People are even tagging BMW under her post, because another thing that Legion did was promise her a BMW. I think it was midnight blue with the chocolate interior or cognac interior seats. And people are telling BMW to give her a truck. You guys, we have to see if that's going to happen. But TikTok and Reesa's story, actually, because she's hopefully part of the Creator Fund now, and she's making bank off this story, that in less than a week, Valentine's Day, she released her story. Her birthday was February 15th. She is now going to London. And she's going to take us with her. She's going to take us on the journey. So hopefully her story time is just as intriguing, because I think one of the reasons we listened to Reesa was, number one, she was relatable. She was just talking like she was talking to a good girlfriend. She was very detailed, so you felt like you were there. So I cannot wait to see her next story time. Now, when we get down to Legion, who was her ex-husband, I worry a little bit, because all this attention, if he is this kind of situation, like a pathological liar, and he has mental issues and things of that, which have been thrown out there by the ex-wife as well, because she came forward allegedly that's issues he deal with. Be safe, Reesa. Maybe relocate if you get your money. Find you somewhere safe to be, because that's going to spew a lot of jealousy. Her getting these gifts and free trips and all this attention might really hurt Legion, because he was actually acting like someone he's not. He was acting like he was successful, and he's not. Sidebar, if he would have put all that effort into really working on himself instead of trying to pretend to be something he's not, he might have really been somebody vice president. I'm just saying. But because he put a lot of work into trying to trick people, trying to pull the wool over their eyes. He spent a lot of time doing that, where he could talking on the phone to somebody that's not there. He really could have used it for himself. But anyway, I digress. Start your life over, girl. Get that house and what was it, East? I don't even know, Georgia. Get that house up to where you want. Get out that county. You out of Riverdale. So yeah, you guys, what do you think about Reesa Teesa? I just hope that people really credit her. I hope that she gets an opportunity. A lot of people keep saying Tyler Perry, this is a story, but this does sound like a Tyler Perry story. But actually, it'd be really fun, in my opinion, if Issa Rae did something on this story, like a different perspective. I don't really want to see Tyler Perry do it. I know that sounds weird. But you guys, anyway, let me know if you watched the Reesa Teesa story. I thought it was quite interesting. She kept me engaged. Y'all, I cleaned up the whole house. I drove to work. I had my AirPod in working. She kept me engaged in this story. So y'all let me know your thoughts below, because it seems like this story has turned into not a mini series, but we got spinoffs, because we got Legion now coming out. We got the Legion fake sister coming out. We got the first wife, Latoya, who was the woman in the obituary, coming out. Now we got Latoya's son. So it seemed like everybody got something to say. Now, who I want to hear from, one of the real estate people. I want to hear from them. I want to also hear from not the real estate people, just the pastor, the counselors, maybe the friend from work that had to drive Reesa around because he was just crazy. But yeah, I would love to hear from the realtors, the car salesmen that he gave the bill of sale to, that he requested a bill of sale from. Yeah, you guys, let me know your thoughts below, and we'll talk about it soon. As always, take care of yourself and each other. Bye.
Blue commentary, Burgundy commentary, comment blue commentary, comment Burgundy blue commentary, blue commentary.